Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, aka Man of the People, bringing you your final injury report this week as the Carolina Panthers get ready to travel on up, as I will be doing myself as well tomorrow to New England. Footnote for those who are interested in trivia kind of questions: most people fly into Providence, Rhode Island, which is where I'll be going, instead of Boston. And my photographer, salute to him, he taught me the tricks last year. I flew into Boston, ended up missing my first flight in I don't know how many years, probably like 8 years. And but nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into this final injury report. Again, as the Carolina Panthers get ready to take on the New England Patriots, Week 4 matchup in New England. Currently, New England's favorite, but I like the chances of the Panthers. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for my day before show. That show is dedicated 100% to answering your questions, whatever they may be, about this team, about rules, about the NFL, whatever, right? So make sure you check out that show. And then Sunday, that's the big pregame show. We're going to have Dave from Panther Nation Podcast joining us for that show up in New England. So make sure you check that out. All right, that's enough. Let's go ahead and get into this final injury report for the week. As it's a large list, but it's not as big as it was earlier this week. Patrick Jones, outside linebacker, he is listed as out. So last week when Pat was out, Nick Scorton came in and took his place. Now we got two linebackers out, which you're going to see here in a second, but I really would anticipate Nick Scorton continuing to back him up in that role in his absence. You got Xavier Legette, which I said yesterday, 70% chance that he would not play. That is confirmed. He will not play this week. Didn't have any setbacks. Just is not where he needs to be. So he'll be out this weekend versus the New England Patriots. I really would assume that David Moore would continue to be in that role for him if he is out. Continue to work through this. Teteroa McMillan, he was limited in practice today. He's listed as questionable. In my opinion, he's going to go. So I won't even talk about the possibilities of what if. I know a lot of people want to see Jimmy Horn. I want to see Jimmy Horn. I don't think we're going to get that opportunity yet this week. Jatavian Sanders, he did not practice today, dealing with an ankle injury. He's out. So that's going to be, the usual crew of Tommy. That's the old comment. It's going to be the usual crew of Tommy Tremble, Mitchell Evans, and James Mitchell. The two Mitchells sometimes confuse me a little bit. That'll be filling in for Jatavian Sanders as he's out. What's up, Ali Bodrick? Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome back. Yes, I am here. I will be back again tomorrow, so make sure that you tune in for that show as well. But I appreciate, I forgot all of our members. Our members always get a little special love. So there it is right there, special love for the members. If you would like to become a member, there's a link in the description. If you just want to donate to help us continue to do what we do, because we are independent media, 100% supported by you guys. Still, even though we've been getting some donations, still do not yet have enough for our San Francisco Monday night football trip, as well as the Green Bay Packers. I think that's the beginning of November trip. So I really would like to continue to bring that coverage. If you guys are able to donate and contribute, links in the description. And also, I know sometimes people may have an issue. Just leave a comment. Send me a message. I always respond to those and will do what I can. What's up, Shane? You see me squinting because I don't have on my glasses. As well as Grayson Privet. Might have got that wrong. Hopefully I didn't. All right, so that takes us to Tershawn Wharton, who is questionable. DJ Wonnum is out, and so with DJ Wonnum being out, that probably means Princely will get a start. It could be his first start of his young career with those two outside linebackers out. Again, you have Pat Jones that's going to be out, and then you have I got a brain fart, and then you got DJ Wonnum that's out. And then last but not least, Chuba Hubbard dealing with a calf. He is questionable. Again, just from my feeling of importance of players on this team, you need Teteroa to have a pretty good chance. And you need Chuba. Now, I know you don't want to worry too much, because you got Rico Dowdle that is also coming off a 1,000-yard season. But neither one of these guys have gotten going this season, right? So, yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, Chuba, then we had this huge drop off. I don't know if we have a huge drop off, and I would have confidence in Rico, but I would prefer to have my guy Chuba out there if at all possible. Oh man, look, Ali, appreciate you. You know what happens when you guys do a super chat? Number one, I'm always gonna read your comment. And number two,
Super Chat.
you get the super chat. I'm gonna have to put on my glasses, man. I'm tired of squinting. I can't see that well. Much better. I think I'm about to be a all day long glass wearing kind of guy, which is not what I want to do. All right, nevertheless, did you know that the Panthers are the only NFL team to shut out another NFL team last week? I didn't know that, Ali, but I'm not surprised. You know, shutouts in the NFL do not happen often at all. You know, they were still trying to score, Atlanta was, in the final moments until the ball got punched out and we were able to recover. So, no, I did not know that the Carolina Panthers were the only team. But it's a good thing. Now, I'll give you a did not know. Did you know? Did you know that the New England Patriots head coach watched film for 2 hours on what he calls the dirty kicks of the NFL? Dirty as in like hard to catch, and trying to figure it out. He said these guys do a really good job. Number one, first and foremost, the kicker does a really good job of kicking these knuckleballs where the receiving guy, the returner, doesn't know where it's going. And yeah, Atlanta struggled quite a bit last week with that. So did you know that Vrabel spent 2 hours studying film on special teams? So a little hat tip to the Panthers training and coaches for making sure that they got a good weapon in their special teams. And I tell you, that could come in handy. Game last night with Arizona, right? You saw the impact. The special teams actually hurt. And actually for us in Arizona, special teams gave us that opportunity to possibly win the game on the last drive when we were able to recover an onside kick. All right, so let me get to a few more questions before we get out of here. And for those that are tuning in late, or if you're watching a rebroadcast, please turn on your reminders. Join me tomorrow evening for our night before chat, where it's just 100% dedicated to talking to everyone out there, seeing what questions they may have. All right, so Grayson has a few questions. Do I think Chuba's going to be out there? I do. Same as Turk and McMillan. Turk, maybe. I feel like McMillan is more like a 90%. And then for the questionable people, do you know if they are good to go or are they out? So they're questionable, meaning they aren't sure. They feel like there's a good chance. So you have no status, which means they're going to play. You have out, you have questionable, and then you have doubtful. So questionable is the closest thing to being good to go this Sunday. So I would say yes. Questionable people more than likely are good to go. Appreciate the question, Grayson. Like I said, hey, when I say you guys have a friend in the media, that means any questions like these that Grayson just asked, I'm here to help explain it to you, break it down, and if I don't, then I'll do my best to get it researched and have it answered for you. What's up, Chance Hines? Appreciate you guys tuning in as well. That is it for today. Chance, you got like 2 members? I see a Chance Hines. Oh, you're on Facebook, and then you went over to YouTube. All right, so you know what? He's a member. So always going to get your questions answered, get some special effects, and you got that little fancy thing, which hand, right there, to let me know that you are a member. Hey, it's J.C. Horn Jr. So you know it's not a J.C. Horn Jr. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. That's who you're talking about, wide receiver Jimmy Horn Jr. So he's not set to play this Sunday. The only thing that would give him a better chance of playing would be if Tataroa is out as well as Xavier. I don't feel like that's going to happen. So, excuse me for yawning in the middle of a live broadcast. So I would say not JC, but Jimmy Horn Jr. is not playing, and of course JC Horn, no junior. Technically, I guess he could be a senior, right? He is good to go, and will be playing this Sunday in New England. So. All right. So appreciate everybody for tuning in again. Tomorrow we'll be here. We got a super chat. Thank you guys very much. I think you guys are going to help me get to at least one of them, at least to Green Bay. San Francisco, not too stressed about it because, man, that's a long trip back. Those West Coast trips are not that bad going to them, but when you're coming back, they're always tough. But appreciate everybody very much. I'm Chris Jenkins reporting for Charlotte Vibe.